So I'm laughing because I'm trying to get this message out, and the devil must not like it, but I'm gonna keep getting it out. One thing I learned about the devil is that he tells more half truths than he does lies. Yeah, and it's a known fact that it is easier to manipulate somebody by telling them half the truth than it is to just fully lie to them, right? And what I mean by that, I'm gonna give you an example. Let's just say you just got out of an abusive relationship, whether it's physical, verbal, whatever the case may be. There will be this random thought that comes into your head of like, oh my gosh, don't you miss the beginning when you guys first met? Like, think about all the good memories. Like, remember when you guys used to go out to eat all the time? Like, your favorite movie, you had the same favorite movie. Like, you would just sit around and just watch movies together and have so much fun. It felt like it was you and this person against the world. Like, don't you miss all those good memories? And for a minute, you might think, like, wow, like, yeah, that's true. But you don't understand that the devil tells half truths. He doesn't tell you the other side of that truth, which is that God said, do not turn back to the past or you will turn into a pillar of salt, right? If somebody is meant to be in your future, no matter what happens, they will be in your future. That means that you do not have to turn around to go find them, right? Because that means if you guys are meant to be in each other's future, no matter if you're separated, you're going to walk and intersect with each other again in the future. That means no matter if that person is for you or not, you do not have to look back and go find that person and go make amends and go do things and go, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. It will always be in your future. That's how the devil will manipulate you. He will not tell you scripture. He won't tell you that God said don't go back and look for what you could do differently. Don't go back to the good memories and say, well, maybe we could try again. Maybe we could make, what about the good memory? He never said to do that. God said do not go back. But the devil will tell you half a truth of like, oh, and you have to remember, God literally said that the devil will show up like an angel of light. He won't show up all the time like, I want you to take that knife and I want you to plunge it in. Like, that's not the type of devil he is. He's a very, very friendly devil. He'll say, another example, right? You'll have this thought of like, you're not deserving of everything that God's bringing in. Like, there's some things that is too big of a blessing. Like, you're not deserving of it. Which is true. We're not deserving of anything God gives us. That's true. He didn't lie. But the other truth of that is that God has grace to then give us the things that we do not deserve. The devil will never say, you're not deserving, but God gives you grace to be able to get it. No, he's just going to say, you're not deserving of that. Which is true. It's true. We're not deserving of anything, any of the blessings that we get. We sin. We're sinners. We're not deserving of it. But the devil will never tell you the other half of that truth. That's how he manipulates you. But he'll come in so warming, so friendly of like, oh, don't you feel like you should just go back and rekindle your old friendships? Like, remember in high school, you guys were just the bestest of friends. He'll come in so lighthearted and you'll get confused and think, wait, was that God? Because it sounded nice. It sounded playful. It sounded like, warming. The devil doesn't come in like this devil with horns. He comes in very lighthearted, like, let's just try to rekindle with people from the past. Let's try. We can forgive them and rekindle with them. It's okay. They learned their lesson. We can help them learn their lesson. He comes in so soft, and that's how you have to catch it. You have to realize he's telling half truths. Yes, it's great that you had good memories with these people, but God never said to turn around and go make amends with them. You have to be very cautious with how the devil will try to manipulate you, because again, it's very easy, way easier to manipulate somebody by telling them half a truth. Let's just say somebody's lying to you about if they cheated on you. You ask them, who is this girl? And they say her name, right? But they don't say, I cheated on you with this girl. They told you the truth. They told you the girl's name, but they never told you, oh yeah, this is the girl that I've been cheating on you with. That is easier to manipulate somebody than lying and saying, I don't know who that girl is. I have no idea. I didn't do anything. Like, it's way easier to say, oh, that's Vanessa. And you're like, oh, okay. And they didn't tell you the rest of that story. So that's exactly what the devil will do. He'll tell you half a truth, which is like, oh, wait, that's true. Like, yeah, in the Bible it says we're not deserving. So that's God talking to me. No. Just because you're not deserving doesn't mean that God doesn't give grace. That's literally his... I'm just getting annoyed because He's trying to stop this message from getting out, and it's just crazy that I'm realizing the tactics that he uses day by day. Pay attention to those half-truths because they can manipulate you. And if you don't catch them, you might get manipulated. And you might go back to the past and say, we had better good memories than bad. Or he'll make you focus on the good memories instead of focusing on the bad, which you should focus on the good, right? You should focus on good situations. But that doesn't mean that you have to go back to it just because they're good memories. Imagine if you went back to every single person from your past just because you guys had good memories. You would have 500 exes. You would have 500 friends. You would be friends with every single person from every phase of your life. You're not supposed to do that. You have to shed some people. You have to let go of some things. And the devil don't want you to know that. So I'm here to say, and I'm here to remind you that you need to pay attention to those half-truths because they're more detrimental than full lies. The devil isn't just going to say, you're not pretty. You're not God's child. He's not just going to say that. He's going to say, you're not deserving of God's love. Okay? It's the same way he manipulated Eve. Like, telling her, you might not surely die. God knows that when you eat this, you will be like him and you will see, the knowledge of good and evil. Which is true. When they ate it, they knew the knowledge of good and evil. But they were spiritually dead. He told a half-truth because they still died. They didn't die physically, but they died spiritually. The devil is so sneaky, and y'all need to get a grip of what he's doing because he's trying and trying and trying. And once you realize what he's doing, he cannot get you anymore. I'm so, to the point where, I know what he's doing to where it's no weapon formed against you shall prosper. As soon as he tries to, it's oh. I'm talking too long, but yeah, take that back to God, pray on that, and be aware of these half-truths because they're still lies at the end of the day. They're just hidden. They're hidden behind a little bit of truth. You're not worthy of God's love. You're not deserving. Okay, but God said through his grace, I can get it though. The devil is a liar. He's a half-truther.